Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good afternoon to all of you. I'm very happy to be here and see too many faces who have contributed to the revival of the Afghan history and culture. And as Afghans, we are all proud of our cultural heritage and happy to have Director General of Yunesco, Mrs. Irina Bokova, and also all the members of the diplomatic community and our colleagues from Switzerland. And also I see some of the faces here which for decades, not for years, for decades have been helping us and supporting us in preserving our cultural heritage and also introducing it to the world and to the humanity. The presence of Madame Dupree here, which is an aspiration for all of us, former Minister of Culture, Makhdoom Rahim, in his own merit, one of our academics and famous literature professors, and which are in our modern history, has laid his mark earlier as a professor at the Kabul University and later on at different positions. And at the same time, being in Bagh Babur, I can't wait but to mention the role that His Highness Aga Khan had played in restoration of this historical garden, of course with the support of our friendly countries. Germany has contributed a great deal, the United States in different fields, USAID has played its part, but the vision of restoration of historical sites in Afghanistan, I would say that while it was our wish, it was our desire, it was our hope, but His Highness was amongst the first people who we had met and stressed on that point and showed readiness in the same way different partners of us who helped us. As a result, not just in Afghanistan, in Kabul, but throughout Afghanistan, we have been witness to the activities in revival of our cultural heritage, in introducing it to the outside world. The Bacterian Gold exhibition, which was in Japan recently in traveling, and we have lost track of it. We keep an eye on it all the time, but since there were too many demands, where it has ended today, I think it will be going to Korea, and then a few other countries had asked for that exhibition to be held. That gives the other face of Afghanistan. While the news about Afghanistan is always, unfortunately, mainly about the security incidents and things which are happening, which are making news worldwide, at the same time, a lot more is happening in this country. Millions of people, millions of younger generation which are today studying and going to school and hoping to be able to contribute to our civilization, to their own country, to their own selves, to their family, to the society, to the country, to the civilization. These are sources of hope for our country, and in a diverse country as Afghanistan, which happened to be in the crossroad of civilization in its rich history, and our location came as an opportunity, and but at times somebody turned it into a liability for us because of their own ambitions. But what we have on the ground today in underneath, for example, a few years ago when we started with the copper mines in Logar province, soon we learned that there was a city underneath, which was discovered with all its artifacts. So wherever you go to Afghanistan, there is no doubt that some parts of the country has been the center of, happen to be in the center of this crossroad, and then it represents different cultures and different history and different phase of our history. At the same time, from Herat to Nangarhar, from Kandahar to Faryab, wherever you go in between this rich land, rich of history and culture, that presents us with an opportunity, at the same time with a challenge. While we have to address all the other priorities that we are faced with, at the same time, how can we make sure that we don't lose sight of this part of our responsibility? And the reason that I'm here with you to once again to reaffirm our commitment to our partners, those who have contributed in this important field of our life, to reaffirm to them that this is a priority for us, in spite of anything or everything else that is happening in this country. And I would like to thank you for your contributions. Members of the diplomatic community, diplomatic corps are here, ambassadors are here, members of the international financial institutions like World Bank representatives are here, and international development organizations are represented here. I would like to thank all of you, and some of you who have worked in this garden, and I had seen you working in the early phases of it. I think it's our Afghan colleagues and our expatriate foreign partners. You should be proud of your work, and we are grateful for your work being here. But now the launch of the book, Keeping History Alive, Safeguarding Cultural Heritage in Post-Conflict Afghanistan, I think one of the joyous moments that we rarely enjoy in our daily work. It is for those writers who have contributed in written articles. We are grateful to them, and once again thank UNESCO for the role it is playing worldwide in global scale, but also to keep Afghanistan part of its focus in all those organizations who have helped us. And then in regards to the way ahead and the way forward for us as Afghans and for international partners, as our partners and friends, and for the organizations which have dedicated, which their mission is to help preserving cultural heritages and world heritages. The way forward is very exciting as we see, hopefully, as Afghanistan moves towards stabilization and towards development, economic development, and as we thrive through this journey, which has many phases in it, which war is just something that has been imposed upon us, that there are many other things, as I mentioned earlier, is happening here. This field, we will keep it. In this book will also help us, help our scholars, help those who are interested in Afghanistan, help our younger generation to look towards responsibilities and a very challenging but very important mission that we all have in this regard. And this will focus on the cultural heritage, on the history, on the literature, on the art of the people of this region. When you look to the ceiling, you see one period of woodwork in Afghanistan. Here we have the carpets. Over there, that's the stonework. And so that garden as a whole gives you different aspects, though from a specific period of our history. But as you move along, when you go to Herat, Qaleh Ikhtiyaruddin, which once again one of those colleagues who was champion of reconstruction of that historic fort is here present with us. So we want to show to our own people, to our younger generation, that our forefathers, our ancestors have created things of sites of world importance. And the current situation that there is war, there is insecurity. This is hopefully a short period in our history, and we see an end to it. And our younger generation should be proud of their history and should learn from their history, but assume responsibility for their today and for the future generation. And hopefully what we leave behind as legacy in this field will make our younger generation proud of themselves and proud of their country and proud of their history. Once again, thank you all for participating.
So it was done from inside? Yes, from inside. That's why photos are taken into the restoration. Yeah. Restoration. But it should be used. This is the unfortunate bit, not using. Restoration. To be used like a coffee shop, like
Ghazni. This is Ghazni.
yes.
Okay. When they collect the
Harvest season.
harvest, when they harvest, and then they put it there, and then they remove the hair from it, and then
Yes.
perhaps we can.
It's yes. I remember.
This one is well preserved. There are other sites nearby, which is there are those ones, some are under restoration and some are in difficulty. Yeah, it's part of this. Yeah, just the back from the bottom.
This is on the time to be listable heritage.
Yes.
Is it from security point of view that we
This is the preservation part. This is in order to keep it the main purpose here. You didn't see that much stars anywhere, except for these remote areas. Weather is clean and also there are no lights on the ground, so it's greenery, it's grasses.